Now, while we were in break, everyone came in during the caution and topped off the fuel tanks, but leaving pit road was another one of those land rush affairs.
You would think all the action will be on the track at 205 miles an hour, whatever, but even at the slowest speeds, which is pit road speed at 55 miles an hour, watch this.
But Kyle
Trouble,
Busch,
turn one. Kyle Busch and Mark Martin.
Check out, come on. You all right, Mark?
I think Mark's car looked like it hit anything.
They still have a shot on TV, you okay?
Looks like both drivers may drive away from this one. Now, under last year's configuration, the front splitters would be heavily damaged on these cars, but that is a change this year. No more splitter on the front end.
Right rear damage on the Mark Martin's car.
They're at the bottom of your screen.
this is two cars that had worked together a lot tonight, the 18 and the 5.
Whoa, just got in there on the outside and, you know, bumping, pushing each other in the corner like that. Over 205 miles an hour, the 18 car got loose.
Denny Hamlin in the 11 narrowly misses another one from the Goodyear blimp. Third pair of cars, right of your screen.
Just got in that real high up there with Mark tucked right up under him, pushing him, and it got him side, got the 18 car Kyle Busch loose. I'd heard a number of guys, and then I watched Kyle in practice. His car wasn't the best handling car of the cars I watched out there on the racetrack the last couple of days.
It's like he just had him at the wrong angle, at the wrong place on the racetrack, and maybe wasn't completely squared up with him, had him more in that left rear.
Yep. And that's tight getting into turn one. You got getting into both turns, 1 and 3. You really crank it in there with somebody laid right up against you. Pretty heavy contact.
You all right, Mark?
Wow. Let's watch and ride with Kyle Busch.
I'm on you. Oh, we're racing, boys.
Both cars have made it back to pit road. Here's a look from Jimmy Johnson.
Outside. In front of you, smoke, smoke, smoke. That was nice.
Tell you what, not only was it a close call for Jimmy Johnson, another close call for Denny Hamlin at 11.
Yeah, but what were all the sparks flying out from under Hamlin's car as he tried to drive through it? Oh, from getting down on the flat.
Yeah,
that's it.
Probably the skirts on the side were dragging on the racetrack.
Matt?
Cosmetic damage on the 18. The crush panel was damaged on the left rear to Steve.
And Denny Hamlin comes down pit road, and was it a narrow miss after all? Well, Denny thinks he ran over something. He said to make sure to check the valence, also locked up his brakes and flat spotted all 4 tires. By the way, Mark Martin said the front end of his car is killed. He said, I just turned him around. I don't know what happened. We've been doing that all night.
Steve, I would agree with Hamlin's assessment. There were sparks up ahead. Something came off a car ahead of him, and it looked like Denny rolled over it, and more sparks. Kyle Busch around off the front bumper of Mark Martin. We'll be back to Daytona after this. To Dick Berggren with Mark Martin.
And Mark, you've run more of these races than anybody else in today's field. Is this the wildest shootout you've been in?
I was having a blast. I got to apologize. I turned Kyle around. I have no idea why or how that happened. Kurt and I ran the whole 25 laps hooked together, and everything was perfect. And Kyle and I got hooked. I got hooked on him, and everything was good. And we went into turn 1, and his back end just started coming around. And I don't know if we needed to wait till the tires get hotter. Maybe they were a little cold. I'm not sure. I can't figure out why that happened, because it was just a non-issue. Before that, we were able to run, lock through the corners, and, wasn't even a sweat. So I don't know. I hate it. We were doing good, man. I was having a good time.
If the veterans don't know, imagine what the youngsters are thinking out there.
Well, they'll have a chance to talk it over as Kyle Busch just pulled into the garage. That was Mark Martin's 23rd Bud Shootout, tying Bill Elliott for the most all time. Here's Dick Berggren.
With Kyle Busch, who crashed out after a push from behind from the number 5, Mark Martin. Mark said that, and we're going to see it on the replay here, Kyle. Mark said he didn't do anything different than he'd been doing all night long, and he didn't understand why what he had done turned your car. Can you explain it?
No, I can't either, because I didn't do anything different either. You know, it's just there's plenty of film tonight for the highlight reels, that's for sure. That's about basically what we're filling up is Sports Center tonight. So it's a bummer deal. You know, it's just the way that we've got a product out there right now with this bump drafting deal and pushing 2-car lockup deal. But I just hate it for these guys. You know, we wanted to come out here with a bang on. Well, I guess we did come out of here with a bang, but we wanted to come out of here with some good results this week. And unfortunately, this isn't the way to start it. But I'll tell you what's going to be more interesting footage is driving back to the garage area. Go back to my in-car camera with that, because it was a maze back there. I had no idea where I was going.
Wow, wow, crazy night, Kyle Busch.
And a great sense of humor from a fellow who won more than 20 races last year across NASCAR's top 3 divisions.
What I saw when the 18 was headed off into turn 1, he was way higher than what you normally would enter that corner. And it's probably a little dirty when you get up that close on corner entry. And I think with Mark laid up behind him and Kyle that wide getting into the corner, it just was enough to get that right rear and basically the loose stuff and around the car with.